Yo, what's going on, guys? So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Breakfast Club and how they reacted to Certified Lover Boy on Friday. I don't know if this is going to change over time. This is just immediately what they have been acting like, how they speak about him and stuff like that. And I think it's a little bit capped, but we'll get into that as the video goes on. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys like the album, how you guys feel about that versus Donda. Let's get right into the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? So I'm going to talk about the Drake album a little bit. More specifically what the Breakfast Club thinks of it versus how they felt about Donda and what I'm seeing online. I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I'm not going to lie. I think a lot of his stuff sounds repetitive. I don't think it's really inspirational music or music that really pushes the boundaries of like audio engineering or lyricism or really necessarily anything. I haven't been the biggest Drake fan. I'm not going to lie at all. I am a big Kanye West fan. You could even call me a stan. It is what it is. But I feel like I'm pretty logical and I'm fair with arguments that I make. So specifically with this, I'm noticing that the Breakfast Club went, I'm not saying Envy and Angela Yee went hard on Ye, but they, all of them kind of went a little in on him. Charlamagne specifically, for the Donda album. As soon as this album dropped, I was up at like 4 last night. I wasn't listening to it, but I went on and I started looking to see what are fans thinking. What do people think about this album? And I saw a lot of Donda is better than this. Like that was just the flat comments people were making immediately. So people are automatically judging this against Donda. So regardless of if they drop the same day, they drop the same week. So you drop the same week, you guys are going to be involved with some stuff. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. The numbers are going to be out the roof. He's the #1 streamed artist of all time. Him dropping a new album, he's going to get streamed. And he has stans that listen to him and they listen to him on repeat no matter what, regardless of what happens, regardless of what he does. So specifically, I think that Donda is a better album. I haven't heard of all of Drake's album. I've only heard, I've heard a third to a half of it. So let's say I've listened to a good portion of it. I immediately was kind of bored of the music already because it sounds like the old Drake stuff. I'm not saying that Drake is a bad artist. He's very consistent. And the people that like Drake, they like him a lot and they like him consistently. They like his music almost all the time. All of his music, I wouldn't say sounds the same, but he has a certain pocket that he hits. And that's the pocket that he usually stays in. If he doesn't stay in that pocket, he ventures out rarely. And he ventures out in pockets he can still kind of accumulate that territory and be in there. So with this album specifically, it just sounds very meh. The flows aren't that crazy. His bars, I've never been crazy about Drake bars, thinking that Drake was a great rapper or anything like that. He's a good hip hop artist and he's a very popular one. But he's not an inspirational artist, or he's not one of those artists that transcends audio and music. I was making this argument with someone. I was talking about a couple of other artists like Elvis, Tupac, even Kanye West, Billie Eilish even. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish fan, but I recognize what she's done with music and what her audio engineer, which is her brother, has done to create the effects that she has, the ASMR type of music, but that has hit pop. So she has changed music to an extent. Kanye West changed music with 808s and Heartbreak. He changed music with Jesus Walks. He changed music with Good Life. He changed music with all of these songs. Graduation album entirely. Drake, yeah, he has the Take Care album. People love that album. He has all of these other albums that people listen to. Scorpion, but people don't. You don't go to a Drake song and like, oh, this is a revolutionary time in music. You might listen to a Drake song and be like, I can relate this to a time in my life because he makes relatable music, which is why he's so popular. He makes music that anyone can listen to and be like, I've had moments like this. But to me, that genericism, that generic everything about it, it's not my flow. I'm not saying that Drake is a bad artist. Drake is not my kind of artist. But I don't think anyone could look at him and say that he is as revolutionary of an artist as a Kanye West, which is directly a producer. So regardless of the hate that people want to put on his name, he is a producer above all. So on this album, he has 23 songs as features out of 27. He is a producer. If you listen to the music, it just takes you to a different place. You're like, I've never heard anything necessarily like this. Him meshing certain types of sounds together, the gospel and even trap drums and all of that, just mixing all of these things together, even though the people that were on the tracks, Lil Baby, 5 Foreign, etc., did phenomenal on the album. That's not a knock to Drake because he's not a producer, but it is a knock to Drake when it comes to the level of musicality that he can make. Kanye West is far above and beyond all of these guys, far above and beyond. I don't think people give him enough credit because of the controversies that he has. So when I listen to Donda, there's a couple songs on there that I'm not going to sit here and listen to all the time. I'm not going to listen to the Donda chant all the time. I'm not going to listen to the God breathing song all the time. There's a couple of songs like that I'm not going to listen to all the time. But there's a lot of songs on there that I talk about in my review that I can bump and I can listen to at any point. And I've caught myself in the past couple of days putting on these songs without even thinking I was going to listen to a Kanye West song at that time. It's just that's the kind of music I wanted to listen to. Drake is not my specific kind of artist. I want to know what you guys think down below because it is important to see how other people feel about this. But Kanye West, I think Donda's better than Certified Lover Boy. I haven't been through it all yet, but I can tell just from the vibe that I'm getting at this point of the album, over a third of the album I'm into it, and I've not really felt any of these songs. I'm trying to listen and stuff, but I easily get distracted from this music because it almost sounds like something you'll play at a party. It's background stuff. It's nothing that I'm not listening for. I'm not listening for the audio engineering. I'm not listening to the production. I'm not listening to what kind of instruments he's using. I'm not listening to what kind of sounds he's picking over traditional instruments. When I'm listening to Kanye West, I'm listening to all of that. Listening to when the reverb goes on and off. I'm listening to when the chorus goes on and off. I'm listening to when the panning goes left and right. I'm listening to what drums he's using. What kind of snares. What kind of kicks. What kind of 808s. What kind of bass lines. What are you doing in your song? It's a lot more... It's just more orgasmic audially. Like it's amazing. It's amazing the way he does his production. I'm not saying Drake doesn't have good producers. He has consistent producers that know how to make songs that sound good. Except for Hotline Bling. That song is fucking trash, and I'm not crazy about a lot of his other songs, but hey, people like it, so it is what it is. People's opinions, if it's many and many, many, many like him, that's going to outweigh my personal opinion. So this is how I feel about the album so far. I want to know what people think. The album just dropped, so let me know what you guys think down below. Please comment. Please try to change my opinion on this. Tell me about some lyrics. Tell me about something that I need to know because I can't find it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.